Yo, yo, yo. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. This is my first time on this live shit, so I've been trying to put it together and get it all the way situated. So let me know down below if y'all can hear what I'm saying. And then we can rock out. But I need somebody to hit in the chat, like, so I can actually see, because I'm doing this through the StreamYard shit. So I was trying to make sure I can actually see all the comments and everybody can hear me while I'm on here talking. Live viewers. Yo, only in Killer City. What's good with it? We got this bitch working, y'all. Yo, I've been trying to get this shit down packed for like a fucking minute, bro. Like for real, for real. So I don't know. Like I just wasn't aware if people can actually hear me because I set it up last night. I did it like 3 or 4 times. The shit wasn't working. So I kind of went into panic, but I'm glad it's working, you know, and appreciate for the happy birthday. I appreciate that. So we gonna get into this Mac Dre shit. Yeah, man, let's start at the top. So December, I did an actual breakdown, which nobody, like, I mean, if somebody came with an actual breakdown that showed a glimpse into the real shit that happened to Mac Dre, please let me know. But I do research pretty strong. Like I go through YouTube and everything before I'm like actually upload shit to make sure that what I'm uploading is not like something that's been done many of the times. The reason why the Mac Dre thing was very appealing to me was because of the simple fact that nobody actually has went back and said, what happened to Mac Dre? Nobody never actually did it. They always, either the videos I've seen on YouTube always said that Fat Tone did some shit, or pretty much it was always Fat Tone, bro. Like it was all Fat Tone videos. So I'm like, okay, I can do this video, disprove that this fucking Fat Tone shit is bullshit. It was never a song that Fat Tone did mocking the whole death of Mac Dre, saying he killed this man. That's a song called Quit Fronting that people took, and it's another song called Drum Down that a lot of people took to mean that like he was trying to take credit from Mac Dre, because he had lines that were kind of similar to like what people were running with, but it really wasn't actually what people thought that he was saying, like the this man and stuff. He was talking about putting shots to a nigga van and all that shit. And anybody that knows Fat Tone's music know that's what he does, you know. So everybody had it pretty much in their mind that Fat Tone did this to Mac Dre. People that live in Kansas City, I would say people that's really tapped in with the culture of real niggas in Kansas City, knew this not to be true. People have been knowing that, okay, Mac Dre and them niggas, when they came to Kansas City, they was doing real shit. Them niggas was, okay, how can I? Because I want to do a real fucking video, y'all. I want to do a real video, but I don't want to do it where people feel like I'm snitching on people and all this shit, because I'm not. I'm just trying to give y'all real street facts of the whole situation. Let's go back to Mac Dre and Thiz. Y'all know what this means, right? It means fucking pills, right? Y'all know what Mac Dre and them went down for. If Mac Dre would have stayed alive, he would have went down for pills. Because essentially they were running Thiz ENT as a fucking drug operation. Like, just simple as like, don't listen and take my side. Listen to J Diggs music. Listen to what he tells y'all in the music, y'all. Because a lot of times rappers put their lifestyle in the music. So y'all go to XYZ looking for shit when it's clearly in the music. Mac Dre and them left everything in the music. So far as the lifestyle and what they was doing, the pimping shit and all that is real shit. So it's like when somebody comes along and tells y'all like, yo, Mac Dre was caught up in a lot of shit. He was doing a lot of hustling when they came to Kansas City, just like a lot of Bay Area artists and people that's from Cali. Because first of all, they the plug. They out there in Cali, they can link up with the white boys. They always bring back the tree. It's just simple shit that really nobody should really have to explain. You should just be able to use your fucking common sense and get the answers that you need for the situation. Like, it's not really that hard. It's just is what it is. So when I did the video and I let people know, like, yo, Mac Dre came down here, he did some business. He might not have known if it was bad business. I'm not going to put that on his jacket and say he came down here on some finessing type shit. Like, because clearly the drug game, people get packs all the time, which might not exactly be what it's supposed to be. You might get a brick from here and it might be mixed with this and it mixing that. Nigga don't know. Like, people don't got test kits and testing shit and making sure everything lines up the way it's supposed to be. Like, people just grab and sell. That's just the name of the game. So it could have been on some stuff like that. It might have not necessarily meant that Mac Dre came here with some pills and he was trying to get off some bunk pills and trying to finesse the city. That's not what the video was intended to do. Like, I also saw people running with that narrative like, oh, well, you trying to put down this jacket. No, I'm not trying to put down this jacket. I'm saying, like, whether he knew or he didn't know, that's what ended up happening. So maybe he ran into some people that was actually about their business that was able to test shit and make sure it was right, and they didn't get it. But I did the video. It got pretty much good feedback. It was a couple people that still wanted to run with the Fat Tone situation, and that's all cool, because I understand when you do this, run this internet game, people are going to always have their theories. You can, like, show people photos, text messages, all type of shit, but they still going to run with what they want to believe, because it's just, if you believe something since Mac Dre was killed, what, in 04, if you fucking keep saying to yourself in 04, Fat Tony's killed Mac Dre, it's going to be hard to convince somebody that's been believing that shit 10 years later. Like, it's just, some people will change their opinions and be like, okay, that makes sense. And some people are going to be like, nah, he did it. But, okay. So this whole new Mac Dre reports pops up and shit. I see people talking about, and this is the thing what I don't understand with the fucking culture. You guys love when, like, how can I put this? I'm trying to, you see, I should have just, okay. So this is the thing I hate with the culture. If a black media person or somebody, they does some journalistic work, y'all will fucking argue it up and down. Y'all will say, oh my God, that's not true. This is da-da-da-da, this is that. Y'all will really, like, try to just shit on the work that is being presented. But this white boy goes to the KCPD, gets a couple of case files. And let me put you on game on that. Just because you get files from a police department doesn't mean those are true. Those just means that is what they've collected throughout their years of investigation. They could have talked to a fucking crackhead and he could have said, yeah, da-da-da-da, and they're going to write it down and that's going to be in the file. It's not meaning that shit is factual. But as soon as this white boy puts out an article saying, hey, this is what happened, I solved the case, you guys were, oh my God, journalistic work is so amazing. I'm sitting here like, damn, I tried to tell y'all niggas this shit in December, and it was all type of Fat Tone did it and this and that. But as soon as this white boy that's not even know the culture gives y'all some information, it's like just facts. It's facts now, y'all. It's just funny watching the media game, because it's like perception is everything when it comes to it. Like, if this channel was controlled by a little geeky white guy that looked like he went to law school, every video would be like, oh, this is truthful, this is real shit. But since it's not, it's controlled on somebody other culture that's did everything that I speak about on this channel, which you would think that would put even more like authentication on the content that I actually do, but it actually doesn't. It makes it seem like, oh, he's just saying some shit, don't believe him. But as soon as somebody gets some KCD files of some, because the thing about police files, they're going to include everything. So it's not, if everything that was true in that case, they would have actually arrested people. Like, if everything was factual enough and solid enough in that case by saying the promoter did this, and the promoter got mad because he booked Mac Dre for 2 shows for 12,000 or a little bit over 12,000, and he decided, well, fuck it, he's been fucking me on my show, so let me go ahead and put 10,000 on his head and kill him. Now tell me, anybody that's from the streets or have any type of street background, when has it ever made sense to lose money from something and then to put more money onto it? And you're a promoter. Let's just say you're a promoter. So a promoter, if you're already losing on an event, which they said that he hired Mac Dre for the National Guard Armory, and then he felt like that was going to shit, so he wanted to go ahead and recoup his money with the whole VIP Halloween party. If you're losing money, you see like, damn, this is becoming bad business. Let me just take this money I got, you know, and they said he was also a street guy as well. So let me just take this shoebox money I got and just use it on another event. Wouldn't that make more sense, y'all? Like, wouldn't that make more sense than saying, I'm losing, already lost my 6K on this first show. Let me go ahead and just put 10,000. Let me get some shooters to just go ahead and knock Mac Dre off and even lose more in the whole situation. Like, that's something like sometimes y'all just gotta look at the facts and like just use common sense. That doesn't make any type of sense. Like, I'm not gonna say the promoter didn't probably play a hand in it. Like, that's not what I'm here to say. But I'm saying the motive is wrong. The people are right. The people are right. I give the white boy that on the story. It wasn't for me to put the names out there because I can't hide behind no KCPD files and say, well, oh, this is what the files say. Don't come for me. Don't fuck with me. I live in the city. So that part is right. The names are right. Yeah, that's the guys who did it. And the format of your whole story, bro, come on. Anybody that knows when you write songs, you do content, it's a flow to that shit. Had the same flow, he was all the same way that Mac Dre was not killed. This guy was gunned down the same way, which I put exactly in my video back. Like I said, also another thing, dude did all his jailhouse interviews with the guy that rented out the van to Mac Dre and them. He did that all a month, almost 2 months after my video went. So which tells you that he's seeing, damn, okay, like people really like this type of content. Let me just go ahead and do some, you know, digging and try to contact these people in jail. Like they're going to give you the real story anyway. But it adds for a good, you know, a view on the whole situation by saying, oh, we talked to the actual guys, even though they can be giving you 100% bullshit because they're already in jail and they just want to make sure their face card is clean. But it makes it look good. It makes for a good story. Maybe I should have reached out to the KCPD. Y'all think they would have gave me files? They would have looked at me like, no, nigga, please. Get off our property. Like, come on. Like, so it's just like, people, let's just be honest, bro. Like, people, like, just because one story is out there doesn't mean that one story is not true or all that, because I saw that kind of building up people. And let me tell you, I'm the first nigga to delete. You know, don't come in my comment section promoting somebody else's story and all this shit, because they didn't do the same for me. So fuck them. I'm not going to promote it. You know, if you want to go ahead and believe that on your own time. But the story just doesn't make sense. Like, come on. From here, you don't never take money that you're already losing from and you invest it into a hit, unless you have something that's going on behind the curtain that nobody wants to tell these police about during their investigations, unless that's an actual thing. Because just being, oh, well, you know, we was losing shows and I felt like, you know, the only way to really prove my gangster to Mac Dre was to kill him, or it just doesn't make sense, y'all. That's why I just want to get on here to say, man, because I'm like, I can't be the only one that just looks at that as like, come on, just use common sense on the situation. It wouldn't make sense to lose your 12 grand and to put 10 grand to kill somebody when you can just easily just do another event. If you got 10 grand sitting around for a hit, you got 10, and we're talking about 04. So you can get some pretty quality people, especially if you're doing like Bay Area type of concerts for 10 grand and versus just knocking off him, Mac Dre from a hit. Just because supposedly you're not cool. What? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, like only in KC. It just why dig a hole with all that money just because you feel like the guy disrespected you on some fucking some shows and you feel like you didn't win. It just doesn't make sense. So, but people are running with it like it's just like truthful. Like it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. The promoter, Big D, he knocked Dre off because of he did some shows in which you look at character, y'all. Look at character. With crimes, you gotta always look at character. They said he already lost from that one event. Why didn't he kill him from that one event if he felt that way? He didn't feel that way. He felt even more confident to say, well, okay, let me give him more money for my VIP Halloween party. Does that sound like somebody that just look at thinking patterns? He went from do this show. Okay, this show's not going good. Mac Dre is missing radio. He's missing radio spots. He's not coming to in stores at the right time. He would have thought that then. Why would he think, okay, all this is going on, let me get him and book him for another event? If he was that type of guy he's a killing promoter, y'all, that just kills people if they don't show up to his event the right way. Like, come on, y'all. Like, just that's why I say the culture it'll always be culture vultures in the culture, because they don't know the fucking culture. So they look at what we are doing and then they try to put like this fucking some fucking Hollywood spin on it. Like it's like this killer promoter in Kansas City that's just booking people, and then once he figures that they're not going to like give him a full show, he just sets him up and kills them. Like, come on, man. Like, be smarter than that. Like, just be smarter than that, y'all. Like, if y'all want to tap in, let me know. But I just had to do this video, man, because I was so pissed reading that article. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm like thinking somewhere, I'm like, well, somewhere in the article, he's gonna like say something like, yo, it was this YouTuber that he did this video that really like made me like dig into wanting to see. Like, you could have came on that type of like, you know, you don't always got to screw over somebody just to get like a story. Like, it's just, you don't got to do it, my guy. Like, it's not that deep. It's just like you're inspired by something, you were inspired by something to do it, and it was that. But yeah, like, doesn't make sense, y'all. If you asking my theory, I'm gonna stay with my theory on that, because I've talked to people that was super close to the situation, and it always was the pill aspect. And Mac Dre was coming down here and he was hustling, he was doing his thing, and that actually happened. Like, whether he knew it was some bunk pills or not, who knows, but it happened. And the way he handled the situation, people felt like it was in a disrespectful way, which is, some people say that he took the money and he threw the money at him, or he just said some fly shit. But whatever the detail is, the people that actually gave him the money felt disrespected the way he, you know, reacted to when they actually pressed him about the actual, you know, the product. So that's just what it is. Like, yeah, like, mine and Shay, I just got to keep it real. Like, because if you don't come out here and make videos and like say shit, then people will just like take whatever. They won't even like think about what you did. They just going to look at whatever this white boy did and then just say, oh, this must be true as KCPD files. Like, no, that's not how life works. Like, even in the article of the of them naming everything, they say like, oh, this might not be true because this person was trying to get a lesser charge, or they're trying to get out early. Oh, what the driver said, or not what the guy that owned the white van said, might not have been true because he's facing federal drug charges. So it's like, yeah, it sounds good to put on the headline and say, oh, we have 1,200,000 pages of KCPD files. It sounds good, don't get me wrong, but you also got to think, okay, you got 12,000 pages of evidence, but nobody's not in jail. Nobody never got arrested and held. It's a reason for that. You know, it's clearly a reason for that. And it means that information they feel like they have is really not that strong. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and make this video, man. But yeah, that's just pretty much what I wanted to do. I just wanted to come on here and I just wanted to just tell the culture vultures, bro. You're not doing nothing around here. Like, people that truly want to know the truth and know the truth, like the people that actually matter in the whole case, they already know. Like, when they read that shit was bullshit, and it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this live, y'all. I'm gonna try to jump on these lives more often, and y'all tap in with me.